Good morning, party people. So Garmin finally is going to have music storage and offline music playback with their newly announced Forerunner 645. And of course, I've got an opinion. So to get the obvious out of the way, it probably should have maybe come out last year with the Vivo Active 3. So this was probably one of the biggest complaints about the Vivo Active 3 when it came out last year, is that it didn't have music storage and offline playback. So it basically kind of looks like they morphed a Vivo Active 3 and a Forerunner 935 into one unit, and it very much reflects that with the feature set as well. On the surface, it looks very much the same as the Vivo Active 3 with the silver bezel, the same exact watch bands, and although the Vivo Active 3's touchscreen was good, only having one single button made it pretty limited in terms of how you actually interact with the device. So I'm extremely happy to see that there is no touchscreen and they're just using physical buttons. In addition, the specs compared to the Vivo Active 3 are nearly identical. The fun thing is the 645 is actually going to be just a smidge lighter and actually a little bit smaller in diameter, but is going to be a little bit deeper. And that's most likely due to the expanded storage as well as the bigger battery. But like I said in my Vivo Active 3 video, a bigger battery would not do much to the weight nor the size, and I'm really happy to see this. Alright, so let's get back to that music though. So the 645 can store up to 500 different music files, transferred via computer, or downloaded via offline playlists like iHeartRadio and Deezer. Now, the biggest problem with that is that there's no Spotify, of course. So at this point, it will work great if you own your own music, but if you do rely on streaming music services like Spotify or Pandora, you're not going to get those, at least at this point. So like I said earlier, this is kind of a cross between a Vivo Active 3 and a 935. And honestly, this is probably going to be one of the most well-balanced devices out there that's going to balance advanced fitness features with really good smartwatch features. That's not a native device like a Samsung Gear or Apple Watch. So yeah, this maybe should have come out last year to compete with Fitbit or Apple. But the thing is, Garmin already has the best smartphone experience using Garmin Connect, and they are easily leading the way in terms of advanced fitness functionality. So now that they're going to add music playback, it's going to be a very nice complementary feature to everything that they've historically done pretty darn well. And in terms of cost, at $450 for the music version, it's pretty much right in line with being that in-between device. So you could pretty much summarize this by saying this is going to be a more advanced Vivo Active 3 with offline music storage and playback, but without the frustrations of only one single button and a touchscreen. So this isn't necessarily a revolutionary device, but it really fits the gap and actually offers the features that people really want. And if Spotify and Pandora support can come to this device, this will probably be one of the best-selling Garmin's ever. So I do have a D in my initials, but I don't have a C and an R. So unfortunately, that means that I don't have a test device early, but I'll be doing my typical and thorough does fit review as soon as I get my hands on one. But thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.